Hello my planner pals and welcome back, and if you're new here then thank you for joining me and giving me a try. My name is Di, I am here at Creative Carver Design, and today I want to share with you 7 ways that you can fill up space on your planner spreads. So what do I mean by space in your planner? So for example, this is my current week. Currently it's Thursday. Yesterday I went down my list and check, got all the things done, got some things done off here, got a couple of things done off there, and then I filled out the rest of the stuff in my other planners. I have 2 lines here that are left over, and I have a space. I have an area here with no writing and nothing filled in. That is what I'm talking about. How can you fill in that space? And the first thing that I want to say is it's perfectly fine not to fill it in. Nobody says you have to fill it in. If you want to leave it as white space, that is your choice. For me, what I've started doing is trying to fill it in because I like my spreads to be filled in. So the first thing that you can do is that you can use a sticker. You can just get a sticker and put another sticker, a matching sticker from the spread. In this case, I couldn't do that because these are just too big, but you can just use a matching sticker and fill it in there. So for example, for this spread, I have this big white space left open here. I could leave it, which I have chosen to do here because I was just in a different space, different headspace at that point. But you can just leave that. Or again, I could have just got more flowers and put more flower stickers in there. I could have put more people and put more people in there. Generally, if I'm adding a sticker, I like it to come from the sticker book that I'm using. The second thing that you can do is you can just grab a quote, and I would probably use a gold one because I've got gold here, and I would just put a gold quote in there. That's what you can do there, because then that gold quote matches the gold here and it matches the gold here, and now I have this visual triangle of gold and the space is filled in. You could also letter that quote in, practice your brush script lettering and do that instead. The third thing that you can do is that you can just put in something that you're grateful for. So I tend to do that mostly in my journal. That's just how I do it because I have a journal and that is something that I do. If I'm doing gratitude, that goes in my journal. If I have a spare space, spare block, a spare little piece, then I will just put grateful for, thankful for, and then whatever it is. And that's how I fill up space in my journal. The fourth thing that you can do to fill up that space is that you can put a little memory or a highlight of the day. And that could be something that's happened to you, something that you did. It could be the weather, it could be news, it could be any kind of current event of that day. And you can see that I tend to do that a lot in my dashboard planner because it lends itself very well to that. And personally, I like to do the little big kind of chunky parentheses, and then I joined Planet Fitness. This was my first day at Planet Fitness. I worked on my Q3 goals. I did 900 yards swim. I worked on my goals for July. Even if it's something like love this spread. We watched House of the Dragon. What current event can you put in to your planner for that day? What thing happened? And I do that a lot if I've finished a book or I've started a book, TV shows, stuff like that, because it just helps have a little timeline in your planner. The fifth thing that you can do to fill up a little space in your planner, and this works well if you have a space like here or here. If I wanted to fill these in rather than leave them blank like I have chosen to do here, I can put a photo in here. There's nothing to say that you cannot put photos into your planner, and you'll know that I do memory keeping in a different album. Photos are a viable option, so don't be afraid to put photos in your planner. Especially if you have one of the little rechargeable tiny printers. If you're into putting photos in your planner, in your book journal, or stuff like that, these are great. If you don't have a full-size printer and you only want to do a little, I think they're 2x3, you only want to do a little 2x3, what I generally do for my book journal is I do half of that, and that is plenty from my book journal. Like, it just gives me an idea of what the book is, the front page of the book. But this is a great way to add photos to your planner. And yeah, you just need the special paper, the special paper that comes in it. And I will leave a link to this down below, but I love my little Canon Ivy. It just pairs with your phone, and then you can just take them directly from your phone And this is the best part. This is sticker paper. You don't even need adhesive. It's a sticker photo. It's already done for you. So yes, if you're looking for a Christmas gift for a planner or to put on your wish list, I highly recommend. And I also recommend the case as well, because otherwise you do lose it and drop it on the floor. But that's an aside. And the sixth way that you can fill in that space in your planner is to do some kind of pen work. And I'm going to call it pen work because it could be lines, it could be dots, it could be doodles. Again, maybe you're practicing your brush pen lettering or something like that. Can you find a pen that matches? And again, this tends to happen more so in my wellness planner or my journal. What I tend to do, and this is, I've noticed this, what I tend to do in this is I add smiley faces. There's a smiley face there. There's a frowny face there. There's a smiley face there. I tend to put in the smiley faces quite a lot. If I have, like, you know, you're writing a line and then you have a little bit left that just is a bit of white space that just looks odd, my eye gets drawn to that. I will literally do a smiley face or a frowny face or like any of these kind of faces, any of them. That's what I generally put in. And again, it happens quite a lot in my journal. I've got a little flat face there. And you can see here, I've doodled a little book. And all I've put is new book. I didn't even write the title. I just put in new book. I did a little TV here. We're watching Discovery and Fallout. Can you put something in your planner that makes sense to you for that day? You could be practicing dots, doodles, lines, squiggles, all sorts of things. And finally, the seventh thing that you can put in your planner to fill up this space is washi tape. And I like to do this with this grid stuff. I've noticed this is one of the things that I've just been, I'm on a kick of this right now. So I could literally just put in this washi tape. I mean, I would probably cut it down a little bit. That washi tape could go right in there. And then it looks a little bit more filled in. I could use any washi tape. I could use the washi tape and a doodle and a sticker or a quote. I could combine all of these things. But what can you put in that little space that when you look back at it, you can literally know what happened that day? Sick, frowny face. I put this in afterwards, added a sticker, and that we watched Oppenheimer and the Creator. Here's another little tip. It doesn't even have to be on the same day. I did this grocery shopping on Sunday. And all you have to do is put a little arrow and point it towards the next day. Doesn't matter. Again, I've got little TVs that I've doodled in here, very crassly. Again, you don't have to be an artist. And if you're worried about your doodles, just do a little search on your phone, TV doodle, and it'll pop up and you'll see it and you can just copy it. Sometimes I don't do it. I put in mood follows action. That's a quote by Rich Roll. And that was very much on my mind at this week. Mood follows action. Like here, I've put came back super late from this appointment. And I just put a little arrow. Arrows are one of the things that I tend to doodle a lot if I'm doing a doodle or if I have a quote or something. I like arrows. And I didn't realize how much I like these swirly arrows, but I've used 3 of them here just to fill in some space and create some continuity. Cut my index finger, arrow. And again, it could even be something as simple as a little mood tracker. You could just put a little mood tracker in that little space and that fills up the space and gives you a sticker, and you could put something on it. Here was your mood that day. Okay, I hope that helped. If you found this useful, then give me a little thumbs up down below. Drop me a comment. And if you're not subscribed already, then hit that subscribe button. See you next time.